Hi, I'm Pete DeQuincy, and we're going to be watching an extrication drill. This is a second in a series of three, specifically dealing with deep water. We have two rescuers and one trained staff with a backboard. We have a victim that is an adult victim that will be submerged, passive, non-spinal, facing the rescuers at a depth of roughly 11 to 13 feet. I'd like you to watch the drill, and then we'll come back and do a breakdown for the benefit of those new lifeguard instructors and in-service trainers. Here we go.
Get to the victim, bring him to the surface, get him to the side, and get him out of the water as quickly and safely as possible. You have 15 seconds. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Nice work. All right, let's go ahead and do a drill breakdown. We've got the two rescuers on the deck. First thing, as always, we notice is that they are not using any type of rescue equipment. So they're choosing to make this rescue and extrication without equipment other than the backboard. They're going to enter the water, both of them, at the same time. All right. The primary rescuer is farther ahead, so you have the primary and the secondary. They're in a staggered position. The primary's sole purpose is to go down, make contact with the victim, and push them up to the secondary rescuer who's up near the surface. All right? So they're making contact. They're going to use the bottom to push the victim up. The secondary rescuer is ready to receive at the surface. He's waiting, he's looking, and then boom, here comes up the victim. Did you see that? All right, so let's go back. So the force of the rescuer pushing the victim up is enough to get the arm and the head fully out. Okay? That's nice. Now let's take a look at how the secondary rescuer receives the victim. Okay? Initially makes contact at the wrist, arm slides down by the shoulder, and then here you'll see him transition. He'll grab the victim with his right arm and start swimming with his left. Okay? And then he comes up to the board, he makes contact with the board, which slightly moves, and then he passes the victim to the trained staff. All right? Nice. Let's see what's going on with the primary rescuer who does the work. Okay? So she pushes the victim up to the surface. The secondary rescuer's got control of the victim. She's swimming, and she's transitioning from rescuer to assist as a trained staff. Okay? She's going to climb up, take on that role, request the hand, and they'll bring the victim out of the water onto the deck. Nice. Let's go back and take a look at what the trained staff is doing here. Okay? So while the two rescuers are dealing with the victim, we've got the trained staff putting the board into the water. So let's take a look. Okay? She initially puts the board in. It goes a little cockeyed there, so I'm going to emphasize the importance of stabilizing the board and having full control. Again, you'll notice that the deck is 1 to 1.5 feet above the water, so it makes it very challenging. She's got the board angled. It's not in a vertical position, so we're making the board more like a ramp. Did you see how the first or secondary rescuer grabbed the board and pulled on it enough, and she accommodated that? So let's see that again. All right? Pulls on the board, could cause it to totally lose it or list. She stabilizes it, so it's like she was ready and prepared for it, which is really nice. And she's getting there in position, waiting for the primary rescuer to assist her. Okay? Again, she's holding that stability. You're not seeing this, but the secondary rescuer is also assisting in stabilizing the board and the victim. Okay? Arms passed up. Victim is brought up and onto the deck. Nice. Okay? So, keeping that in mind, this team works very good. There's a lot of fluidity going on. You're seeing that the two rescuers going out, one transitioned to become a trained staff. Nicely done. Very impressive. I encourage you to watch all 3 videos. Thanks a lot.